These bandits have to be stopped. For my first few hours of playing Bannerlord, all that happened was I got defeated by bandits. Over and over again. Every time they defeat me, they take everything from me, and they take me captive as a prisoner. I thought I could finally progress in this game by saving up my money and building up my armies. But every time I do, they find me again, crush me into the ground, and make me start from the start all over again. Constantly having to start from rock bottom over and over again has driven me demented. It's time to stop these bandits once and for all, so I can finally play this bloody game. So we're going to take off right where we left off last time, where I was supposed to protect this merchant caravan for Gala the Factor, whose name I only remember because it has a pure nice ring to it. We did a disgraceful job of protecting this caravan from bandits, and I did a disgraceful job of losing the footage of the battle. And now here I am, lost in the woods, alone, scared and confused. All around me are bandit parties who are trying to hunt me down and take everything I have, which is nothing, because they just took it from me. Look at me, huh? I feel like a bit of a weatherman, to be honest with you. And over here we have showers of bandits pouring at us from this direction. Sorry. Alright, so we were as well to just get back into it. These boys have taken me captive and we're already fighting another group of Imperials. That caravan, I think it's also owned by Gala the Factor. Yeah, she's not going to like me. She's really not going to like me, not one bit. I finally got an offer to be freed from these boys, and honest to God, I hope they bloody take me up on it, because I don't know what I'm going to do if they don't let me go free. They offered me 180 dinars to go free, and to be honest with you, I'm not going to get a better offer than that. The only issue is, look at me now. Stuck out in the woods. 12, 8, 6, 9, 7. Too many bloody bandits. I am 0. Do you know what that means? It means I'm not able to bloody fight. That's what it means. Stuck all alone out in the woods back in 1084. The only option that I really seem to have is just heading on over to this town of Zionica. Big town. They'll help me out some way. I came out of there. Didn't really do anything. I think I'm just going to head on somewhere else. I'm alone once again, and I hope to God I don't get captured again. I have to try and have a decent bit of money on me. Save up money for a few boys. I have enough to buy the first few, and I'm going to start fighting back them bandits if it's the last thing I do. Or as well to get started with it now. Straight over to Jalmari's, and by God, it's taken me a good while to get there. Travelling around the woods, purely so that I can not lose too much speed and be caught by the bandits again. And 5 bandits usually wouldn't be an awful lot, but it's far too much for me. That group 37 is not fighting them at all, so I don't know what's going on there. Do they have a secret alliance with the bandits that I don't know about? Either way, if they get anywhere near me, they're going to have a 5v1 and I'll get ruined all over again. The only way for me to progress in this game is if I actually keep trying to amass big enough armies and then hunt them all down. Now, while I am navigating the map at the moment, I do want to say that I have a really, really big feeling of gratuitous. I do want to say that I'm awfully grateful for the comments I got the last video. This is my 3rd ever long form video, in case you didn't notice, and I am really looking forward to seeing how the journey plays out and how you all react to it. But you all gave me loads of bloody advice last time, and my God do I need it. I don't have a clue what I'm at in this game. Some of you were telling me how to be stronger and what the different troops do. Some of you were telling me how to be faster and, I need to get more horses, how to get the right food. The advice I got was amazing. The feedback I got was absolutely incredible. If you want to leave a comment like that again, I'll only be grateful for it. And for anyone who's new, if you want to just stick around and, have a look at the videos, have a look at what happens over the next few weeks, I hope to only get better and better. As you can see here at this point, I have 2 men by my side. Oh no, that's actually just one fella and me. But we can't take on this group of 19 because they'll absolutely ruin us. I think some fella was trying to tell me that some of the bandits are stronger than others. I don't remember what he said, to be honest with you. I don't know if them bandits were the strong ones or the weak ones. Either way, my first couple of battles will not be outnumbered, because I have come to learn that I have no idea what I'm doing. And for the first few days, from around the 16th of autumn, 1084, Malek was wandering around this western imperial area between Jalmari, Zionica and Poros. But the time would come eventually where he would have to venture out into further green grasses and expand his horizons. Before I do any of that though, I'm buying these Vigla recruits. I was buying them last time, and somebody told me they're a good old troop to be buying. So I'm hoarding all of them now, and eventually they'll become cavalry, I'm told. Once again, thanks to all ye who were making them comments last time. I'm going to take all of your advice and I'm going to try and show it as best as I can. Jeremos the Jackal. From what I've learned about this game is that some of the names of the noblemen and the different fellas that you meet, the names that they have will give away who they are and what type of person they are. But I have no idea what a jackal should be. He's probably just somehow Egypt, lepping about the place. He wouldn't trust him too much. He might be a thug, He might be a fellow who you can't trust. He might be a fellow who might turn around and stab you in the back. Or maybe he's just a bit of a player, a bit of a jester, playing about the place. My God. Now, he has had an awful lot to say, and to be honest with you, I'm not harsh going through all of it. I think he has some requests for me. I'm going to try it out, and I hope it doesn't ruin me. A few days later, the first day of winter has finally come. Malek made his way all the way to Phykeon, and now he's travelling across the Empire even further, going through this sketchy stretch of woods, hoping that he'll be fine. We've amassed a fine army of 19 pure hardy bucks altogether, pure strong boys. And now we see this forest bandits, only 3 of them, and then 9. We can fight them all. We can take every single one of them on. This is fantastic training for the boys. I haven't been having much battles going on lately. If I can catch up with these group of 3 and this group of 9, that makes 12 altogether. We'll fight them, not a bother. The only issue is now there's another group of 7 coming in. I think if we're near a bandit hideout, which we are, that probably means that there'll be an awful lot of bandits lurking about the place. I hope that more don't come in to ambush us later on. They've turned around to fight me. That must mean that they're feeling a bit brave. I hope I'm not making a big mistake, but I've got 19 lads and I believe in every single one of them. Alright, so if I know anything about fighting in battles, I know that having the big slope advantage is only a good thing. We're up high on them. Problem is they seem to be all archers, so they're giving a good few shots at us. I'm going to try and send these boys down, and I think only half my men actually have shields. So we'll see how tough they can be when they march down against a big downfall of arrows. One fella there, he's a farmer with a scythe on, and he's already fallen down. A few of them boys are getting hit by arrows. We'll have to run down this hill, and I don't really know how this is going to turn out, but I have 3 archers of my own. Clearly they're not going to do much, you know, but maybe, just maybe, my archers will actually distract the enemy's archers and we'll have a good old time trying to fight them. There's enough of my boys still staying alive at the moment, so I think we have a chance. As soon as we make physical contact with these boys, we should be better than them. None of these fellas have shields. They all have crappy little sidearms. Like, you know, they're just weak bandits. And they're just wearing scarves and things like that. I don't think these boys have any chance of fighting us. Then again, my boys also look like farmers, so they're not much stronger themselves. I think this might be a close old battle. Another thing to point out is, if you watch my axe, it's actually really, really good. I picked it up along the way somewhere. I looted it from somebody. I can't even remember where I got it. Still wearing the Santa hat though. This is us. I think these must be the last 2 boys left. If I can defeat these 2 fellas, he must be the boss. Look at him with the big raccoon hat on him. There we go. He's down there now, and this is the... Oh, Jesus Christ. What are we going to do now? We won. We had 3 men left, they had 0. Oh my God, we fought tooth and nail. 12 of my men have died. It was a rough battle. We've a long way to go in learning how to fight these men, I tell you that. That's what it's all about though. Look at that, what a battle we just had. So now after everything was done, I was left with 4 men and I travelled on further towards my destination of Danustica. After 12 out of my 19 men had died, I was left with only 4 men and 3 wounded. More bandits did come after me in the woods, but luckily we managed to avoid them and get to the next town safely. Before we got to Danustica, we stopped by in this imperial town of Oneira. Alright, I've done a little bit of training, I've done a little bit of trading there now in Oneira. Made a small bit of money for myself. I think I just sold few things and that was all I really needed to do. I'm about 300 dinars richer now than I was before. We'll head over to this village of whatever the hell it's called, and then we'll eventually get on to Danustica. If I have any requests from nobles and all that, I'm going to stop by and help them out. I have a guy here in this place called Tigressos. There's some boy here who wants me to help him. Some noble who I have completely forgotten the name of, which is going to be a pure common theme in this series. I only remembered Gala the Factor because she had a lovely ring to her name. Gadriana the Potter. She's the woman who I'm supposed to deliver a good few pigs to now. She's going to give me a fierce whack of money. I'm here with 988. And I don't know how much money I'm paying all these boys, but I've only got about 7 of them. So they couldn't be weighing down my pockets too much, but I'm paying them money every single day. I brought the 10 hogs as we agreed. We delivered the 10 pigs to Danustica, and I just made about 800 dinars there. That's absolutely class. What a wonderful woman. She's have to help me out. And unlike the woman in the last episode, she does not have a walk like a man, which means she's probably not a gang leader. Lovely. On the way back from Danustica, I stopped by Tigressos, where I got another request to deliver more animals. Pirentos of Tigressos. He wants me to deliver another group of 10 pigs to another town, like Charon, to a fella called Ukasos the Potter. Is that another Potter fella? It's always the Potters who want 10 pigs. From that point, Malek with his 7 men left on the 4th day of winter, travelling further on to Paramesos, and then they further travelled on to Oneira once again. From Oneira we travelled on to this village called Lanthas, where 7 bandits lurked nearby, but as we waited in the town they eventually went away. Those 7 bandits did end up being ahead of us though. Now to be brutally honest with you, I don't really want to have to fight these boys here. Last time I had an awfully close battle and we outnumbered them, something like 19 to 12, so I think 7v7 is not going to go too well for us. It's possible that if we just wander around nearby, maybe they'll be a bit scared of us too. Oh no, now there's 8 bandits, and they are faster than us. 4.9 speed. Oh, we don't have a hope in hell of getting away. We're going in for it. Alright, so I didn't realize it was nighttime, but this is some kind of a nighttime battle.
Form a wall!
And I'm not sure what these fellas are, but assuming that they're still archers, I'm going to have my infantrymen form a shield wall and then approach them. The problem is I only have 3 infantry this time. I'm going to run ahead and I think I might try and pepper them with arrows a little bit just to weaken them down. The most important thing that I think you can do in this game, especially when you're still having small armies, is send yourself and any other horsemen in to do a quick little assault on the enemy. But the problem is, I don't seem to be able to shoot very well. Every time I shoot that cursor there, it goes red. And look at my arrows. They're not even going anywhere near the enemy. I think, are they going straight ahead of me? Honest to God, I don't know what to be doing with myself anymore. This is absolute rubbish. Look at this. Oh, for crying out loud, they've nearly killed me now already. What am I going to do? Jesus, I don't think I was at full health at the start of this battle, and now they took away more than half my health. I just died. Sure, what am I supposed to be doing with that? I'm just having a quick gawk at the stats here. I think this is going to go badly. I think we'll just try and speed things up and see what happens. Not looking good. Oh, we're just dying. We're only dying. Are you serious? I'm going to try and retreat the boys because I really don't want to lose again. I've got 10 pigs with me and I want to deliver them. 8 versus 3. There isn't an option to get away. I thought that I could finally just sneak away when I had a few men with me. I'm going to have to send them in. Unbelievable. I've been captured by bandits again. This is supposed to be my bloody revenge story. How in the hell am I supposed to be catching bandits when they're only catching me? For the love of Christ. Oh, I did a great job there defeating 12 bandits earlier. But now along comes 8 archers. And they've ruined me. But they've let me go immediately. I don't know if that's because the game is just annoyed at me getting captured all the time, or what the hell is going on. The worst part about this is I don't have much speed in me, and they're absolutely surrounding me. I need to get close to this group of 94 men. But they've completely surrounded me on all sides. They're going to catch me again, aren't they? What are they going to do with me next? I can't fight them all alone. I'm going to try and negotiate with these boys. This is pure and utter rubbish. Look at this. What are you supposed to do with this, like? I do have 370 dinars. I hope maybe they'll take a little bit of money off me. There we go. 108 dinars and a horse. Take that, and don't ever come near me again, the cheeky. Oh, I'm devastated. Can't believe that's just after happening. The worst part about the bandits in this game is absolutely no honor at all. They took me captive, and when I finally got away, they just captured me again and made me pay more money. What a bloody disgrace. Alright, so after everything we did there, we came back home near Zanika, near Jalmaris actually, and now there's these boys who jumped into us. I've only got 2 men with me, 2 lovely Vigla recruits, but that's all I have. So I don't think I'm going to win this. I think there's like 5 of them versus 3 of us. I'm going to bring these boys. We're going to have another brave lash stand. We're about to get captured all over again. Several days ago, I was over there near 5k on, and we actually got captured. I couldn't believe it. Now we have to do this all over again. I will have my vengeance. I will have my revenge. I have to give these boys a pep talk. I'll have my vengeance, boys. We might go down today. I might never see you 2 boys again. Where even are these bandits, actually? That's them coming over the hill there now. 5 of them. This place is lovely. We're going to go down in a sunny place full of grapevines and everything like that. But there's no way we can beat these fellas. Oh, 1 hit and she's down. Look at that. We might have a chance. This axe is class. Look at them. These boys, I hope they can actually pull their weight in this battle. Thankfully, one of them fellas is actually sticking in the back and he's just throwing a few rocks. I don't think he's going to get too far. I've taken down another one. I'm going to have to run over now and help these boys. But this is... They've defeated the men who they're fighting. We flip... I'm sorry for all the gashping I've been doing, but I can't believe we just won that. I think I'm getting better at this game. With that being said, these 2 boys are 2 honorary fine men of my clan. They will go down in history. Alright, so we just finished up that battle right beside Eogaska. It's now the 14th day of winter, and I've been thinking, these 2 boys who are fighting with me, they did an incredible job. I don't think they're any 2 ordinary troops. I like to believe that no 2 troops in this game are the same, even if it is a video game. So what I've decided now is me and these 2 boys, they're going to become my high-ranking generals. I'm never going to forget them. I'm going to even give them names. Fabius and Gladius. They're going to march with me to the end of our days. We shall do great things, conquer nations, take over kingdoms. This is my decision. And these 2 men will be honorary, decorated war heroes. Myself and Gladius and Fabius, we will march on to Jalmaris. We will be the most incredible soldiers you've ever seen, and we will amass together wonderful armies, leading men to victory on the battlefield. We can take on any man, 3 of us, and we can easily take on another group of 5 Luthers just like that one before. We're going to head over to all the nearest towns, and I'm going to find the next group of bandits. Look at these fellas, 6 of them. They're no match for Gladius and Fabius. We're going to take on these men, 6 versus 3. Here we are, Gladius and Fabius. We are going to go down in the halls of history. Now this time, these group of bandits, they actually have 1 man on a horse. And I think I'll be helping us out greatly if I can shoot a few arrows his way, see if I can take him down. So here I am with the bow. And the brutal, honest truth is I desperately need a bit of practice. I'm after hitting the horse, but sure, I think every time you hit something with a bow here, It's going to help you greatly. I have the two boys held right close near to me, and as soon as we get attacked by the enemy, we'll start fighting back and holding our ground. Right, so they're really close by. I'm going to keep shooting at the horsemen. I think these boys with rocks are no threat to us at all. But Fabius and Gladius are far too strong men. They're going to hold their own fighting over there. Oh, Jesus Christ, what's after happened? Oh my God, they've surrounded me. What the hell is that? Why was that battle so bloody different? They're dead! The two greatest generals I've ever had in my life. I'm a prisoner. This is the most devastating thing that's ever happened to me in my life. The 15th day of winter, 1084. The worst day of Malek's life. I've spent countless times being in captivity since I started playing this game. None was more gruesome than this. 6 bandits. We didn't manage to take down one of them. They've defeated and killed my greatest men. I'm stuck in captivity. I finally got an opportunity to go. How could you even leave when you're so disheartened? I better get right over to this village of Tarkutus. I just spent some time there in Tarkutus, waiting for all them bandits to get the hell away from me. I don't think I'm ever going to ever get over those two valiant warriors, Gladius and Fabius. How could such a treacherous thing happen? How am I supposed to continue on after that, huh? I have been thoroughly rocked by these bandits. We have to start over from scratch every time and time again. Look at this fellow with 89 troops. How did he do it? I'll never figure it out. He lost and confused. To make matters worse, I only had 118 dinars. These bandits had taken everything from me. My two greatest valiant generals that I could ever have asked for. And all my money so that I couldn't even buy any more. I barely had enough food to keep me alive. Now we're here now, the first day of spring. I'm back right where I started. At the very start of this game. 69! Okay, sorry. So we're going back to this pig village. This is right where we started the game in the very first episode. I think this place is called Zestea. I now have 7 dinars to my name. I'm going over to the sheep village, Tavea, and I hope I can sell something. I wasn't able to sell anything. Let's just see what the other villages have around for us, and then we'll eventually go to the big town. I visited Poros without much luck. I wasn't able to sell any of my trade goods for a profit. I desperately went from village to village, seeing if any of the noblemen had requests for me to help me gain more money. I went to Annika. Unfortunately, the people there had nothing for me that I could use to make more money. Oh, Jesus Christ, I got myself in a mess here. These 6 bandits are nearly going to catch me. Although it was the second day of spring and we had finally made it all the way through the winter, Malek was absolutely hopeless. With 7 dinars to his name, he couldn't afford to buy any, couldn't afford any troops. He couldn't afford to pay their wages. How was he going to finally make it back up from rock bottom once again? Are you allowed to beg the other lords for money in this game? Look at that fellow with 94 troops. He could probably lend me a bit of money. You could not pay all your wages. Your party loses 6 morale. We're in a dreadfully bad situation, if I'm brutally honest with you. Malek travelled back to Poros and back near around those villages where he started the game. Zestea, the pig village, and Tavea, the sheep village. He also came across another caravan of Gala the Factor and decided not to mess with it in case it would bring more bad luck. She probably wants nothing to do with me now, to be brutally honest with you. Eventually we travelled on to Lycaron, desperately trying to make more money. Just actually made a fair swack of money there. I think I went in there with about 14 dinars, came out with 133. Lovely. The only issue is it's not going to buy me much men. And there's 6 bandits right nearby. There's nothing I can do about them. But these 6 men, they won't come near us if this group of 89 stick around nearby. I just need to hover around the big armies and then I have safe passage into this village. And I might be able to actually buy a few good troops. If they have Vigla recruits, I'm buying all of them. They didn't have any Vigla recruits. And now there's still 6 men outside. I don't know what to be doing myself. Jeez, it's a fierce old disappointment now to be wandering around in the middle of spring and not a cent to me name. Nighttime now, I'm finally heading back to Zionica, and Jesus Christ, there's not a hope in hell for me. I got 15 dinars to my name, and this poor fella who's walking along with me, he's marching, but there's nothing we can do. Can't pay him. Now Malek was all alone, responsible for 1 troop, and absolutely no way to pay his wages, and still wasn't strong enough to fight off any bandits. Jesus Christ, don't ask me how. I'm just after leaving Jalmaris. Whatever the hell. I had a few goods on me there and I finally got them for a decent price and I sold them away in Jalmaris. We have 177 dinars. I'm going to try and buy something, buy a couple of troops or something. There's a big army at 255. How did they do that? How do you get an army at 255 in this game? I've only got 2 men and I can barely afford it. And the 2 men includes myself. And there are 69 again. We went on another trek all the way back to Poros and we finally made some money all over it again. Now it's 2 of us versus these 3 bandits. I'm not even going to try them. I've had good luck there once or twice, but this fella who's fighting with me, I've no belief in him. He's never fought a day in his life, and he's been taking money out of my wallet, and I have never even managed to use him in a battle. Feck it, you know what? I'm going to fighting these fellas. 3 of them versus 2 of us. Sometimes you just have to be a pure brave fella altogether. Alright, so here we are now on the battlefield, and I'm only here with this 1 book this time. I'm kind of in a point where I just kind of feel like we should just go in and just fight them and just see what happens. Do you know what I mean? So it's myself and this other book, but he has a pitchfork with him. He's not as good as the other boys. He doesn't even have a shield. So we're going to jump in here. If I have a look past all these bushes and everything, I don't think they can actually shoot us if they can't see us, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to have a look around these trees and these bushes. I've got the bow out, but I'm not able to get any shots away because they're actually too good at throwing things at me. So if I can't do any better at this, I think what I'm going to have to do is we're going to jump in for the attack. I'm going to take my axe out. And I hope to God we can actually do something against these fellas because, you know, they're not wearing any t-shirts on them, but they look like pure tough boys altogether. We've managed to kill one of them, but oh, he's done so much damage to me. Jesus Christ. This fella is the boss, and I reckon there's no way of beating him. Come on, stab him with a pitcher. He did it. He literally did it. I can't believe it. That's unbelievable. There we go. That boy is not too bad. He's not as good as Gladius and Fabius, but I won't give him a name just yet, but he's good. There we go. The 9th day of spring, 1085. A wonderful way to get it all started off. A lovely time we're having here in the middle of spring, finally coming out of that winter, but I think that I have to be very, very careful now. There's 6 boys and 3 boys up there, I better stay the hell away from them. Let's just see what we can do around here. I'm going to try and navigate around these 6 men, and if I can try and get up to those group of 3 bandits, I'll see what I can do to them. Right, so here we are again, myself and this young buck, the farmer man. He's a fine, good soldier with a pitchfork, but Jesus, you know, I want to upgrade that fella as quick as I can. So let's see what he's able to do. I wasn't able to upgrade him after the last battle. But this time I'm going to see if we can weaken him down. I'm going to run up ahead on my horse, and I'm going to shoot them with a bow and arrow. But for whatever reason, every time I shoot them, it still has that red marker, the red cursor, do you know what I mean? But they're not able to throw nothing at me. Everything they've tried to throw at me now has been a miss so far. So I'll keep shooting, but my bow skill mustn't be high enough yet when oh my God, they just won't hit me. He doesn't stand a chance. I don't think this pitchfork man is going to do nothing. I hope he doesn't die on us now. I hope he just gets wounded. I think it's all over. We got too cocky. Oh, I can't believe we've done this. I'm captured again. Unbelievable. Oh no. What an absolute tragedy. They've taken me on some journey altogether. Now they're finally offering me freedom. Here I am now. I've got my white horse on me. But I count as 0 men because I'm still injured. I better ride on forward to this horse village. It's called Phasos. And so after I went to Phasos, I travelled on further to a town called Rote. I have 296 dinars on me. I wonder what I can get for them. Right, I just came out of that town. I'm actually after buying a bunch of stuff. I'm hoping I can go and trade it somewhere and make a nice bit of money. But there's 11 bandits after me there now. I'm going to try and get away from them. And after leaving Rote, I travelled to Amitatis in search for a place where I could sell my trading goods. And would you look at this place now? I'm in a town called Amitatis, and there's a boy carrying a carpet around. Look at that. Isn't that gas? I absolutely love the NPCs in this game. I then moved on to the place where I started off this campaign. Tevea, the sheep village. With only 26 dinars to my name, there was no good trading items that I could sell to make any profit, so I carried on to Lycaron. Oh, bollocks! I was supposed to do a quest for that fella. I was actually supposed to bring 10 pigs over to Lycaron. Jesus, how ironic. Can't believe I've forgotten it all now. After making it to Lycaron, I was able to sell plenty of me goods and I made 600 dinars. But from this point, I knew I'd have to travel north up through the dangerous woods, where I have often met many dangerous bandits before. This time, however, there was only 2 of us and we had to be extremely cautious. We passed through a wood village called Popsia. Thankfully, there weren't many bandits to come and attack us. We then carried on to another village nearby called Vargaros. I wonder why the purple colour has changed now. I actually still don't know what that means after all this time. There's 3 bandits over there and I've got 3 men. I don't reckon I'm going to face them just yet. I have to be pure careful now from now on because I keep losing every time I fight bandits. What I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to earn money, build up an army, and I'm going to fight every single bandit group that I see. It's about time we finally got back this bloody revenge. They've been destroying me the whole time. I travelled on from Saniopia so I could find more trading goods to bolster my wallet. After travelling from village to village, I came across a place called Jerichos that had been burning down in flames. This village has been looted, a handful of souls scattered as you pass through the burnt out houses. Jesus, the poor bastards. Jerichos. Sounds like a lovely biblical name. I then made it further on to Diachna, but I was looking to make even more profits once again. I came out with another 200 dinars to my name and I kept on travelling. Now what's this place here? Rezos Castle. It's so interesting seeing all these different spots that I'm looking at. I haven't been in any of these locations yet, so it's really interesting to see the different towns and villages around the place, because this map is huge, to be honest with you, and I've seen such a tiny little proportion of it. And I finally made it to Epicratia. I left with 1,000 dinars. It was now finally time to seek out troops for my army. Right, so I just came from this village called Diapolis or whatever. Didn't really like the troops in that place, but there's 11 looters up in that ridge up there. I'm going to try and scoot past here now and hope they don't actually find me. I just want to be pure cautious now. I'm going over to this cow village called Rezos. Right, so you have another fella now that I'm after getting from that cow village. We'll head back into the Athma and see if there's anything I can sell. Poor old Jerichos is still up in flames. Alright, I'm just after getting a few more men there. Went to the cow village of Masangra, and I have 7 men altogether. Finally getting closer to my goal of defeating all these bandits once and for all. The dirty, rotten bastards. I finally looped back around to Rezos once again, where I had finally gotten 10 troops, 10 Vigla recruits. It was now time to go and seek out these bandits that I could finally get my revenge on. I came across another place that was full of woods and there was loads of bandits around it. This group of 4 looked exactly like what I was looking for. I chased them through the mountains and through the woods, but sure enough another gang came along to bolster them up. They still weren't big enough to fight us as far as I was concerned. Alright, here we are anyways with 10v7. I have only Vigla recruits this time. I've got fellas with swords and shields on them. These boys are 7. And they are all archers. So I'm going to jump in here now, put them into a shield wall, and we're going to march forward at them.
Attack!
I actually have me good axe on me here now, and if I get anywhere close to them, I'd say I'll knock half them out in about one hit. But these boys are pure strong Vigla recruits. I fought with them before, and we tried to do this type of a technique, I think, in one of the battles earlier on in this video, and it was a really, really good tactic. You can see a few boys have arrows in their shields there, but none of them are going down, which is the good thing. As long as they hold their shields up, they'll be good and strong. We get in here behind them now, look at this. We'll have them wrecked in order. The archers don't carry shields with them, which makes them really, really easy to beat. And they only have like a crappy little sidearm, a little hatchet or a small sword. Look at this fella. That's it, I think we've beaten the last one. Look at them. Look at them. These boys are good. There's no Fabius and there's no Gladius, but I need a good 10 men that are going to bolster me and make me pure strong. We lead these men to victory. We're going to climb the ranks and start conquering kingdoms. I found this group of 5, and they were the perfect target to run after, to train my troops and make them stronger. Alright, one thing that I really, really like about this is it's the same landscape, and I'm kind of used to it now. The only difference is we're downhill, and I hope it doesn't make any big differences to us. I have these boys here the same as before, but I've got one less, I think. I'm not too sure about it now. Tell them boys go into a good shield wall. They'll hold up their shields against the enemy and we should be grand. I'll just march them like last time and they do a fine march up this hill. The only difference is we have 3s to march up against this time, and I think that might actually help us a little bit. If you have obstacles in the way, you might have a lovely old chance of hiding behind 3s and, you know, having a few arrows jump into the 3s. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, so you put up your shield. There is a few boys taking arrows, you see what I mean there? If you look at the shields closely, you can see some of them are absorbing them arrows, but nobody's getting taken down. And a mistake that I made in the last battle was that I didn't go for this fella here at the back, him. I wanted to fight this fella because last time I think he did a bit of damage last time. The fella who waits in the back does the most damage. He waits until the end of the battle, and he'll kill one of your men. This is the last book, we just have him surrounded and he's down. Another flawless victory. We're finally making a comeback now, and I actually think there's a bit of a chance that this might be the one where we actually start getting our revenge on the bandits. We'll get a good few victories now before we get taken down next time. Alright, so what's this? We're about to fight these 4 men, but I think there's 96 men joining us. That's mad. What's going to happen? 106 versus 4. What the hell is that all about? Jesus Christ, does that mean that 106 men are going to be on the battlefield all at once against 4 bandits? That's unbelievable. I've never seen such a battle. I've never seen anything so big in me live. Look at this. This is my first time actually being part of a battle that's like 100 men in it. I'm going to try and run up to these bandits now, and I'm going to see if I can actually knock out any of them before the other fellas get to them. 100 men. There's already one bandit down. Some of them men on horses have bows with them. I keep putting away me fucking axe. Jesus Christ, we won the battle. We won the battle in no time at all. That's 100 men versus 4. None of my men actually did any of the killing. It's unbelievable. The downside is that they gave us 2 fish. 2 fish. That's all we got. I could have fought them men without you. Why did you have to go and do that? You stole all of me loot on me, you pricks. Huh? 96 men. 96 robbers is what it is. I was looking forward to getting all that loot. Training up me men. I can take on 4 bandits, not a bother. Why did you have to help me out? Cheeky. If I can single out this group of 3 bandits, I'd say I'd be doing well. 3 plus 7. Okay, well, that didn't work out the way I expected. But I'm going to fight a 10v10 and I think it's going to go grand. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I actually have a lovely old helmet on me this time. I just won a tournament in Rote, and it's the first time I've won a tournament in this entire game. Fucking hell, they are going to leather me with arrows. So we're against 10 archers this time, and they're actually way more bloody accurate. They already have a couple of blue arrows stuck in that 3. That's mental. I'll put these boys into shield wall and we're going to charge down the mountain again. This is just like the battle we had ages ago. 19 versus 12. I think I'm going to get these boys down without any of them getting injured. If we can make contact, we're going to rip these fellas alive, I reckon. Here we go. This is my axe. My axe is actually class at the moment, so I should be fairly good. I think it's like a tier 4 axe, which is really, really good for this stage of the game. And these boys are strong enough, but let's see. The fella there with the bear skin head on him, he's the leader. We have to take that fella down. I'm going to stand behind him. They won't do much now with their leader taken down, but there's a few boys left in it still. Did you see the arrows on that man's shield? And now he's after falling down in battle. I hope he didn't die. This is the last man now left. We have him circled. He's lasting such a long time. Jesus, he did well. Look at that. The boys are doing well. We're finally getting victories. That's like 4 consecutive victories in a row. Comeback is on. It's about time that I finally get me bloody revenge against these bandits. They did kill one of my men, but one is injured. But we killed every single one of their men. 10 men dead. Ruthless. Take all this loot. That's what a good list of loot looks like. Look at that. All that stuff. Never mind 2 fish. Cheese and grain. The whole lot. Pilgrim hoods and date fruits. Do you know how valuable a date fruit is? I don't know either, but I think it's rare enough. I stopped by in a village called Carfenion, where a noble asked me to take on the nearby bandit hideout. So we've had to wait until nighttime now until we get into this bandit hideout. And I'm going to run through this place one by one, looking through all the fires. Every time you go to one of those fireplaces, there's a couple of bandits at it, and we'll take them on, just 1 or 2 of them at a time. I'm going to send these boys into a shield wall, and I'm going to try and assist them by shooting with my bow and arrow. So I'm going to let them charge now, and they're going to charge in unison at the enemy, just like this. I'm going to run in at the side, and if I can stick by near the trees, I might be able to dodge any arrows that might come my way. So I can't see just yet. Okay, there's 1 bandit over at this fireplace. Unfortunately, the men are not as organised as I was hoping they'd be. We just took that fella out in 1 shot. 1 freebooter. Absolutely unbelievable. We'll head on up this hill, but I think these boys are getting a bit disorganised. They're not going exactly where I'd like them to go. I hope I don't have to lead them now myself, because I would like them to be able to charge at the enemy without me having to direct them. Alright, so I'm calling all these boys back now. Yeah, Jesus Christ, one of them went way off there. Where the hell is he going to? So if they come over to this location now, I'm going to lead them up. There's actually a guy up in that fireplace. I'm going to try and get these fellas to all go up there. I'll shoot a couple of arrows at him, see what I can do. Hopefully he won't be able to shoot me now either. Oh my god, he's after hitting 26 damage off me. I think the boys are going to sort him out anyways, no bother. A few of them have gone ahead there over to the next camp. That's going well, alright. He did a good knockdown there to that fella. These boys are fairly strong, like, and I don't think any of them went down just yet. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'll go up and I'll join these boys and I'll see what they're up to now. There's a couple of bandits here. They're actually doing a good job of actually staying alive, I must say. But we have them completely surrounded in that number. It's very interesting that they actually did the bandit layouts like this, because it's so easy to take them all on. You just take your 10 men. Oh no! I have lost 2 men somehow. I'm going to be very cautious now. I'm going to pull them back to me. And we'll have to march on now on the next campfire. If you take a good look up ahead there now, there's a fella, you can see him. He's a bit dark, but he's hard to see. I don't know if that's a tree trunk, if it's a tree stump, or if it's a person. Or as well to just tell the boys to charge anyways. Where are they? That's them there. They're going running at that man. I'll shoot a few arrows at him. We'll see what happens to him, like. But there's nobody at that camp, I don't think. I don't think I see anyone. I'm not too sure. Oh, there might be a fella there. I'm not too sure. I'll take out my own axe and my sheath. Alright, let's go on. Oh my god. Oh! Who the hell landed that absolute peach of a shot? There was 3 boys up at that camp. I didn't even see them. My men are completely ignoring them. Oh god, we got absolutely wrecked there. How the hell did that happen? That's devastating is what that is. I thought I was going to lose absolutely everything, but my men carried me out of that bandit hideout and dragged me back to Rote. What a feckin' way to start the summer. Honest to Christ. The 6th day of summer and I'm already getting destroyed. Thank God I didn't lose my bloody army that time. Alright, well I'm going to have to go back in there and fight that bandit hideout at some point, but my health is down at 0. So I'm going around looking for a few more men and I hope I can just send them into battle for me instead. Unfortunately, there's nothing really I can be doing. So I'm supposed to be taking on these bandits for some other noble in some village, but I'm chasing them all the bloody way to Jalmaris, for the love of Christ. And now they don't count as part of that mission anymore, because they're too far away from the village that asked me to clear away bandits. So I don't think it's even worth it anymore. We're up here near Jalmaris, and we're going up to this other village. There's 2 horse villages here, Neocoris and Eogaska, and then there's these 6 bandits. So I think how it works is, in Neocoris, there's a noble who's asked me to train probably about 4 of his men. I'm supposed to clear out a load of bandits up near Thersenion. 110 men! There's 100 men joining me in this battle. Oh, we have a second one of these. And it's them fellas again, the light blue or the turquoise colour shields on them. Look at the boys. These are my boys here now. Marching. Some of them are my boys, and I've only got 13 men in this whole battle. I think once again we're not actually going to touch the enemy, not even once. I'm not going to bother attacking the enemy myself because I am pure injured is what I am. Look at this, the size of this battle. I can't wait until I'm actually doing battles like this. This is going to be class. Look at that. unbelievable. It's so amazing. I can't even see where the enemy is. That's how many of our guys there is. I literally can't see how many enemy bandits there are. That is just incredible to see. And you know, as far as I know, so when you're actually commanding this many men, you'll be giving them all instructions in groups. That's unbelievable now. I can't wait. I can't wait for something like that to be happening. They're celebrating already. Then again, you know, I would have expected the battle to go a lot quicker than that. I'm surprised. I think there were a lot of them were just playing around. They weren't even trying to hit their bandits. 6 bandits all killed. So we are now walking away disorganized, leaving those 96 men. But I've got 3,000 dinars in the bank, and I am rich. Go and buy me a good load of Vigla recruits. I'll have boys and horses now myself soon. Over here having a little nighttime stroll with the same 96 men that were there before. The same group. Alright, so I'm back now at Tersenion, where the nobleman around here asked me to fight off a load of bandits that are nearby, because apparently they're being pestered by bandits. But as I go around the village of Tersenia, that one there with the blue exclamation mark, there's no bandits to be seen. I think you have to wait until nightfall until you finally start seeing more bandits with the place. That's what we'll have to do. Meanwhile, I'll be on the look to see if I can find any villages that have good troops for me to be hiring, because I got 14 now, but I can take on more. I got plenty of money now. 5 looters. I'm going to try and lure them back this way, and I want to trap them. And I want to trap them in that bit of land. How do I describe it? It's the far side of the... Not the far side of the bridge, but like, there you go. I'm going to chase them into this sort of a dead end in here. And they'll avoid the bridge. It's a bit stupid, you know, I guess it's just AI. When you put them into this corner, I'll have them trapped. Look at them.
We're just harmless travellers.
And now he scared me.
Make a shield wall!
So I'm not sure if they're archers yet, so I'll put them into a shield wall and I'll tell them to go forward. Maybe they're not archers. Okay, I think they're infantry. I'm just going to let them come a bit closer. I'll do this thing I've done before. I'll shoot them. I'll pepper them with arrows. I'm still getting that red thing, the red cursor. I still don't know how to fix it. I wonder what's causing that.
Charge!
Alright, here we go. We've fully encircled them and we have finished them. Oh no, there's still plenty of them left. The meter has shown that there's a few of these boys left, but I think, you know, we defeated them as quick as the 100 men defeated that other group of bandits. I don't know what I'm doing differently. Maybe it's the shield wall. Who knows? Shield wall is that phalanx formation. Do you know what the Spartans used to be using? Alright, so I think we've got one more bandit group that I need to finish off around this area, and then that quest is going to be finished. I think he asked me to defeat like 3 bandit groups, so that's the second one. And I better get a fair whack of money out of him for this, because I'm only interested in the money, if I'm brutally honest. Just need money and then troops. I'm going to become a vicious warlord. I want to have 100 troops like that other fella did. I reckon I'm going to have to wait around until the next night before I see bandits again. Right, there we go. We got, oh nice, we got 4 mountain bandits, and they're all waiting inside in that place where we trapped the last fellas. We can trap them in here, and hopefully we won't lose them. No, we're definitely going to get them. Right, so I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, and I'm going to shoot a few arrows at these boys, and I'm telling my men to wait back for a little bit. As you can see here, okay, so this time when I shot the bow, I got the white cursor, but I didn't get the red cursor, which is good. Okay, maybe my bow skill has finally improved. Just took whatever I did in that last battle. And so these boys are actually waiting back, and I think that there's one bandit who's going to run ahead and attack my men. One of my men just died. What's going on? What the hell is that all about? Okay, well, I'm over here shooting away, shooting arrows like a madman, and turns out one of my men just got killed. I don't have a clue what's going on. I think it's the fella on the horse. He killed one of my men. And I'm still useless at the weapon. I think I didn't even have my axe out there, for the love of Christ. Alright, so where is the other bandit who ran away? Because there was like 3 guys on foot, and I was only fighting 2 of them. I'll tell these boys to charge now. But they're all charging in different directions, I think. Alright, I'm going to guide them, and I'm going to bring them in the direction of the bandits I want them to fight.
Charge!
There we go. I'll set them here, and they should attack these bandits now like that. Okay, right, we got 2 kills. I think maybe the only guy left is the fella on the horse. Killed him. Shot him dead. That is the best feeling when you shoot the man on the horse. That is the best feeling. I'm getting really, really good now with the bow. One of my men got wounded, and then that was all. 2 boys dead, 2 boys wounded on the other side. Lovely, can't beat it. That means 2 prisoners, 2 highwaymen. 1 highwayman and 1 hillman. Okay. And I got feckin' rubbish loot altogether this time, whatever that's all about. I completed that quest anyway for your man. I might try to go over to the bandit hideout at some point soon. I have 4,000 dinars, very nice.
Oi. Sorry, I don't
Oh, who's this book? Carabos of Tersenion. I just did a request for a boy here in Tersenion. Now they have another fella, Carabos of Tersenion. He needs more help with brigands. Listen, I need to be fighting down the brigands. So I don't know why I'm doing the same request twice for the same village immediately, one after the other. Who gives a crap? I'm going to sell some of me things here in Rote. Came out with another 600 dinars. Look at this. That is another group of 96 with the turquoise coloured men. I reckon that's the same group that was here earlier. I wonder who they are. Like, what are they doing here? Very strange behaviour. Tersenion is constantly asking me to fight off bandits. And there's no bandits around the place, like. They've asked me twice in a row. I'll be just stuck here for days if I try to do any more missions like this. Right, well, just to mark it, it is the 11th day of summer 1085, and I have been wandering around Tersenion for bloody ages now. Can't find a bandit, not for the life of me. I'm supposed to hunt down 3 groups of bandits for these boys. Apparently he's telling me that they're flooded with bandits and all that stuff, and not a single one about the place. I don't have a bloody clue where I'm supposed to be at now. Sure, is there a way to speed this up? Maybe fight. There we go. Jesus Christ, if I had to wait until night time. These 9 boys, we'll fight them, not a bother. I think, and I'm not sure, but I think if they have that symbol that they might be all archers. We'll jump them now in the middle of the night in this cul-de-sac, this dead end of the spot. I'm going to try and make sure... What the hell are they doing? They're all facing the wrong way. They're facing me, the pricks. I don't know how to get them to face that way. Right, I'm going to tell them to charge, but I'm going to try and... Okay, I think if I just stop them there, they should be fine. Right, well no, so none of these are archers. These are all footmen again. I'm going to go up and I'm going to start shooting them. One of my men are already dead. And I just took 46 damage. Jesus Christ. Do you know how long it took me to get a full thing of health? If I distract these men like this, then my men are just going to take on the few fellas who come, and that's going to make life way easier for them. I'll tell them to charge now, but I think I'm going to tell them to come back in a second. I'm going to see what it's like. So I think it might help if we're all footmen. It might be easier to fight the man of the horse if we stick together. I'm going to do that in a second. I just was fighting there with me bloody bow and arrow. I was supposed to use an axe and shield. Who else is even left to fight? We fought off most of them now. If you look at that meter on the top, there's very little left of them. Right, so if we all stick together as one group, I think it makes us harder to fight. So I just have them literally following me.
Stand your ground!
I'll position them right here, and if we just stick where they are, if he runs into us, it might be better for us. We'll see now what happens. So what's going to happen is he might get slowed down when he runs into our group, and I'm going to shoot him down with arrows every time he comes at us. He's coming now, and then he gets slowed down, and then I try to shoot him. Oh, I don't know what I know what just happened. I must have cancelled the bloody shot or something. That's him anyways. We wait until he comes around again. So here he comes again. He's running straight at me, so I'm going to shoot him. I shot his horse. He knocked one of my men down, but that fella's still alive. What I might do is I might wait behind the men here, and then when he runs into them, and he gets slowed down, I'll shoot him. No, this is not working. Oh, look, anyways, it's not slowing him down enough. If he runs into the middle of my formation, that's where they're, like, really dense. Look at this. Oh my, he killed someone. We might lose a few men until we actually defeat this fella. Here he comes one more time. We still can't stop him. Nothing we can do. We've got 11 arrows left. I'm going to see what I can do now. So I don't know how to make them actually face the enemy, so I'm just going to tell them to charge and then stop every now and then. Oh! No, that we still haven't taken him down. This is going on for a very, very long time.
Charge!
He's killed another one of us. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have a clue what just happened right there. Huh? Okay, somebody killed him. That went on for about 500 years. I'm going to steal his horse. That was a bloody nightmare. I hope we never have such a boring battle like that again. One of my men is dead. 3 of my men went down at that battle. One of them died. Oh. Okay, well I've just upgraded the troops that I was renting, and I've got to send them back now. So now I only have 8 men with me. Oh, that's kind of rubbish. Right, well I have to go and find more men now. 7,000 dinars. Where the hell did I get 7,000 dinars from? Didn't even notice that my money's gone up. Just going to do a quick nip out here. I'm going to travel to all these horse villages and I hope they have a good few horsemen for me. I'm going to try and find a few Vigla recruits here. This is a place called Fassos. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but this area is full of horses, which maybe that means I should trade horses here. I should buy them here and sell them in a place that doesn't have horses. Too much effort. I'm not bothered. Like that. Okay, we went to whatever that place was called, Fassos, and now we're going to Aogoska, and they're all horse towns. I haven't found any more Vigla recruits. I only want the Viglas. They're the only ones that are good. Just a bunch of travelling around there. No Vigla recruits to be found. Everybody just has the normal basic recruits. I don't want to get them because they're going to be crap, like. Do you know what I mean? They're going to be rubbish. Okay, so I've actually travelled all the way to this cow town called Carfenion, but I must be close enough to Thersenion that if I hunt down these bandits, they still count as part of that mission. This is going to be a bit rough. Oh, I didn't tell you. But while I was travelling, I upgraded me men. They're on horses now. Look at them. These are like low-level horsemen. I got 7 of them. There's 8 of us in total versus 9 of the enemy. Cannot wait. This is going to be my first cavalry battle.
Give them hell!
Alright, so we're just going to charge at them. I just realised now that we're all on horses, I think that the other fellas have spears and I have a little tiny axe, so that's no good. I'll be shooting away at these fellas. Oh, they've shot me. Bloody hell. I wonder how much damage my cavalrymen are actually going to do. But it is really, really annoying having to fight with this big red cursor whenever I use the bow. So I'm taking out the axe. Oh, I did some damage that time. I did like 59 damage. Very nice. All these boys, it's such a cool moment seeing these boys on horses. They're carrying shields with crests that have my emblem on it. The blue crest with the tiger. There's like a lion or something. I don't know how many of them we've killed yet. I think we might have only killed one. That's one of them lying down on the ground. Oh, I killed one myself. Look at that. Doing a class job. Doing an unbelievable job. I'm telling you, it's this axe. Like, the problem is that the axe is really, really small. But if I can get it to actually hit someone, then I can do a lovely bit of damage. I can do a lovely bit of damage altogether. Do you know what I mean? And I can imagine, I don't know if the game does, like, if the game takes this into account, but if you're swinging an axe at someone and you're on foot, you'll do a bit of damage. But if you're running at them on a horse at speed, Jesus, think of the impact you'd have. Look at that. So 69 damage, nice. Just took on that freebooter. What a funny old name. We're doing a class job. Look at that. We just keep killing them. Unbelievable. This has been a fantastic battle. It's so satisfying. And I don't think I've lost a single man because they're shooting at us. But sure, we're running around on horses. Like, it's hard to hit a man who's going around this quick. And we have our shields up and everything. These boys have good form. These boys are well trained. They know what they're at. So these boys who you're seeing right now, they used to be my Vigla recruits, and now they're Imperial Equites. None of us are dead. That was a class battle. Buckled mail armor. Oh, Jesus, that is some amount of body armor it provides. Alright, so I'm going around wearing bandit armor now for a little while. Back to Carfenion at the Cowtown. So I think, actually, if I go and look for bandits around Rote, which I've noticed that there's always a load of bandits around Rote, if I try to look for bandits here, it's close enough to Thersenion that it counts for that mission where I have to defeat the bandits near Thersenion, you know what I mean? I'll have a look in these woods here and I'll see if I can find any bandits. And I might try and chase them in the direction of Thersenion and see what I can do. There's 4 bandits here, but I don't want to be chasing them away, like, and they seem to be quick. Right, find these boys. I don't want to fight those 11 bandits back there. And so I actually think, from what I am guessing, well, you know, we destroyed the archers last time when we fought them. So I reckon with an army full of cavalry, we could probably beat archers who have like a bigger army than ourselves. So if I get 8 cavalry, that means I'm probably gonna be able to defeat maybe like 12 archers. We'll see. I wonder how it goes.
Attack!
But I think we are like gonna be really, really good at fighting archers. Bloody hell, you know, I just realised that we are finally getting our revenge on all the bandits. Like, they can't do nothing to us now, we're destroying them. This took so bloody long to get here. I have like 3,000 or 4,000 deniers, got loads of money, I've got fellas on horses. Cavalry seem to do such a good job against archers. We are legitimately achieving our revenge against the bandits. This is the greatest feeling I could have ever had. There's a book here with a big bearskin on his head. I think he's the last man left. Can't even tell. I don't think I'm going to lose a single man in this battle. And there's 2 archers left. And I don't have a clue where they are. Okay, there's one up there. I see him. And I miss him every single time. I probably should try and get a spear just like the other fellas. The spear probably works an awful lot better. You need like a really big weapon when you're on a horse. Lovely. Gained a level. Unbelievable. It's such a good feeling. No losses once again. Nobody wounded. I've got 8 cavalrymen, and honestly, I feel like I can take on an awful lot of bandits now. I just sold a bunch of rubbish that I just took from bandits, and I think I just made 1,000 deniers from it. This is unbelievable. The game is finally turning out good for me, but I do still have that hideout that I'm supposed to take on. Alright, we have yet another battle against bandits. It's 8v8. I think we're guaranteed to destroy them. They're just over this hill here, and I must say, if you can see that giant mountain in the background, I'll tell you now, there's a big mountain over there, and it's just such a beautiful landscape. Look at this. What a beautiful place to be killing archers. I got myself a spear while I was in Rote. Look at this beauty. I'm turning into a proper horse archer now. Hold up the shield. This is how you protect yourself from the arrows, then stab them last minute. I kind of missed him. Fuck it, you know, literally, I think the actual technique, what you do as a horseman, is you run in, you charge, stab him, and, okay, my timing is a bit bad, but then you just do a big loop around, and you literally run in a figure 8, where you just run back and forth through the enemy. Look, okay, we killed one, lovely. Kill a few more now in a second. Oh, okay, I'm doing a dreadfully bad job with the bloody spear, but this is lovely. We're on a slope. I think the horses do a better job on the slope. Because when you're running downhill, imagine how scary that would be. A man and a horse with a spear running at you downhill. The speed of it, they fucking killed one of me men. Bollocks. And I'm disgusted at that now. One bucket stuck up in the tree there. Here we go. There's not many of them left now. We've gotten revenge for the one man who went down. But I'm doing a rubbish job. Jesus, okay, I'm not going to tell you any lies. Do you know? Oh my God, my horse has an arrow in his head. When did that happen? Me poor horse. My horse's health is at half. Stab this fella. Oh, killed him. Lovely. No, but back to me horse. Oh my God. Okay, I need to look up the next upgrade I want now. I want horse armor. I need there to be armor on my horse. What about me soldiers? Like, none of their horses have armor either. I'll have to upgrade them, I think, if I want their horses to get armor. It's going to be expensive. I don't want my horse dying though. Do you know what I mean? That's it. The boys have won. Didn't really get many kills myself this time. I got 2. One of my men is wounded. Not dead. Good thing is my health is like 98%. So I am ready to go straight into another battle again. I'm going to run into rotate because I think my carry capacity is a little bit low. Sell a bunch of stuff. 8,000 dinars. We are making great money now. When you're defeating bandits all the time, they actually drop a lovely bit of loot. Making feckin' fantastic money altogether. It's so good.
Kill them all!
Alright, lovely little nighttime battle. 4 more bandits. 4 boys with bow and arrows on them. Run down this slope now. I'll keep on testing out my spear, so hopefully I'll be able to actually get a kill this time. Completely missed. Oh, but my horse did a nice bit of damage. Lovely. At least the horse is doing a bit of damage. You know, if a horse ran into you at speed, like, geez, you wouldn't like it, you know what I mean? I'm surprised these fellas aren't falling down in their arse. Jesus, it's some way to go, like. Some fella stabbing you with a spear and there's a horse knocking you down to the ground. I'm going to try and stab this book with the rock. You don't need to run at him, you can just stab him. Look at that, 5 damage. Bit weird, geez, these are tough owl archers. They don't take much damage. Eh? Oh, we did it. There we go. I didn't kill a single man. You see, when you get good enough at leading armies, you don't even have to kill the men yourself. No more commanding from the back. Actually, that would be commanding from the back if my men are doing the fighting for me. Got a lovely new bit of shoulder gear. Look at this. Look at me. Ironically, I've been fighting bandits the whole time. I now look like a bandit. Do you like me bear helmet? Right, well, this is me new gear. This is my new setup. That's me horse. That horse is going to have some armor on him yet. The next thing I have to do is take on this bandit hideout, but I think I have to have like at least 10 men before I go and do something like that. So I think I'm going to end things here. We'll try and take on that bandit hideout next time. I've done enough, but this has been an incredible revenge against bandits. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next because I kind of am becoming a bandit, you know? Either way, that doesn't really matter. Before we continue any further, we'll end it here. I'm going to have another video up next week and I'm going to make my army even bigger and I'm going to make even more money. Come back to me next week. Let's see what the crack is. Let's see what's going on. Throw us a like, throw us a subscribe, throw us all that stuff over there. Malek and the boys are going to be fighting in style. I'm going to try and get myself some nice horse armor, everything. Come back next week. I'll hopefully have a good long video for you and I hope you had a good time watching it.